Welcome to my Media Museum and episode 4 of box 2 of the Red Tin Twins. Starting off with Tony Orlando and Don, one of their biggest hits, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree. And I do have 2 copies here, back to back in this box, with slight subtle differences. You'll see here where it says from the LP Tune Weaving, and this copy here does not say that. It's got someone's initials in that place, but if you look at them very closely side by side, that's pretty much the only difference. It's pretty close to the same font. This one's slightly bolder, but that's the only real difference, is that they've got the one has noted the album that it was from, and the other does not. So I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg. B-side being I Can't Believe How Much I Love You, also from the album Tune Weaving, is the exact same B-side on the second copy, I Can't Believe How Much I Love You. I would venture to guess this one was first, and then they added the notation of what album it was from to increase sales. That's usually how it would go, but anything's possible. Why they would decide to drop that is why it makes me think that it's probably the original without it and the second or third or who knows what printing with it. So next up we've got Stevie Wonder, Don't You Worry About a Thing, 1973, from the Intervisions album. And the B-side of that is 1972, Blame It on the Sun, taken from the Talking Book album. So here's another example where a label has used previous material from a previous album to either fill up the B-side or promote the other album as well. Tamiya Records, interesting. It's in a capital sleeve, but that don't mean nothing. As we've discussed many times, these sleeves get mixed up and people putting them in their jukeboxes and then just throwing them in whatever sleeve they grab when they take things out of the jukeboxes. So most of these mixed up sleeves are because of the jukeboxes. Anyways, Sonny and Cher doing A Cowboy's Work Is Never Done, written by Sonny Bono, and the good old Cap Records label there. And the B-side being another Sonny composition called Somebody. So next up we've got Lobo, who I most associate with Me and You and a Dog Named Boo. That was his #1 hit in my world. But I'd Love You to Want Me, I think, was also a pretty good hit for him back in '72. And the B-side being Am I True to Myself? And funny how you see certain labels, certain and it just clicks in your head with another song or another band. Big Tree Records always reminds me of Brownsville Station, Smoking in the Boys' Room. Don't ask me why, but it does. Probably because that was the first song I got on that label. So there's a nice apple sleeve for an Arista 45 of Eric Carmen. She Did It. He was well known for one song in particular, and I know he had a greatest hits. I bought it, and it was half of it just didn't really click for me. So he had his songs, and a few of them you would definitely recognize. B-side of this one being one called Someday. But I don't recognize either one of these songs. I just recognize Eric Carmen. Like I said, I'm trying to think of the song. Alone Again, Naturally, no, that's not it. But yeah, if I could think of it, I could throw it out there and you would know the song. He had one really popular big hit for sure. Next up, we've got Carl Carlton doing Everlasting Love. And that's the clearly marked as the A-side. And the B-side of that, I Want to Be Your Main Squeeze, baby. Which I don't recognize either. We're getting into some odd stuff here, a little bit out of my element. That's a nice Atlantic sleeve. There again, we've got the bright colors that I like so much. And you notice they make an A, for Atlantic, if you didn't pick up on that pattern there. But we've got Dionne Warwick and the Spinners doing Then Came You. At least I know the song, even if I can't sing it. The B-side is Just As Long As We Have Love. Love, love, love. How do you want it? How do you want it? Here's another one of those cool sleeves. I don't know why. I really, really like that design. I like that. Just pretty. But we've got Billy Swan doing I Can Help. Don't know Billy Swan. Don't know that song. Ways of a Woman in Love. Sounds a little familiar. And since it's got the initials on this side, this actually may be the A side, even though I went off of the catalog numbers in 621-4. This was 621-3. So that's why I was guessing I Can Help being the A side. But not knowing Billy Swan, not knowing any of the song titles, either one of those could be the A or B side. People tend to, initial the A side or the song they like, but in this particular case, RV labeled both sides, so they're not helping us identify anything there. Mega Records. What a really cool logo there. I like you can see what would have been a very space age looking building for probably their main offices or their studio. But Apollo 100 doing a song called Joy. Like I said, I like the sleeve more than anything. And the B-side being Exercise in A minor. So, next up, we've got Lady Marmalade by LaBelle. And I think there was a country band that took that Lady Marmalade's title and recently changed it for some odd reason. Anyways, I don't know why I'm even bringing that up. B-side of this being a song called Space Children. That sounds like something that I'd want to put on and give a listen. I love science fiction, anything sci-fi. Space Children definitely sounds science fiction-ish. Next up, bumping the camera, sorry about that. The Times with You Little Trust Maker. Almost sounds like an insult of some kind, but I don't know what that would be. You Little Trust Maker. The B-side being The North Hills. I'm not familiar at all with the Times, nor am I familiar with either one of those titles, so that's not something that I know. But I have heard of Barry White. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby. I think I know that song too. But 1974. Going back a few years. And the B-side there, Just Not Enough. I remember when they used to say that Barry White would make out music because he had such a sexy voice, and it's like, well, it's not my kind of music, so it's not something I would have been wanting to make out to. But I guess for a lot of people, Barry White was the man. Here's a nice little Target price tag for 69 cents. Probably not what this 45 was originally in, but it's cool to see those price tags from time to time anyways. Heatwave doing Boogie Nights, which is definitely disco in my opinion. And the B-side being All You Do Is Dial. Dial Me Up. And next up, we've got the Supremes doing Nathan Jones, which I should recognize. That's one of those, I've seen this 45 quite a few times. It comes up from time to time in boxes that I've purchased. 1971. It doesn't ring a bell from the title, but it's got to be a song that we all know because I see so many copies of it. And the B-side is Happy Is a Bumpy Road. Which I also don't know by the title. But there's a note on here saying that Nathan Jones hit number 8, May 22nd of 1971. So, yeah, definitely something that we might recognize if we put it on and gave it a spin. Next up, we've got the Vogues, Then. And no, I have not played any music on this channel. That's one of the comments that I've received. People come to these videos expecting to hear the songs, and they end up just hearing me blabbering on about stuff. But the point of the channel, the point of my videos really is to show the media. So you can see that, you know, a lot of these will click for you when they don't click for me. And a lot of the ones I know, you may not. That's why I tend to hum a few bars or sing the title a little bit. I don't think I'm violating anything there by doing that. But I think you get 8 bars or something like that. But the whole point is just to see the stuff and to spark some memories. And if I go playing songs, I've got to start worrying about getting licensing and paying royalties. And no, not going there, not doing that. I'm not making a dime off this channel. I started last summer. We're in December now at this point. I'm not at all disappointed with things. I'm very happy to have this channel and to be able to share stuff. And the fact that it's not monetized and probably won't ever be. You know, getting those 1,000 subscribers has proven to be very difficult. Getting plenty of views, getting watch time hours, and maybe it'll happen someday. But I'm not at all disappointed, and I'm not concerned about it. But this is as much for me as for anything right now. So. B-side here being Turn Around, Look at Me by the Vogues. Used to be owned by K at some point in time. But anyways, I appreciate the interest from those of you that have shown some. I really appreciate the subscribers. Thumbs up are great when you feel the urge to give me some thumbs up. It all keeps me motivated, keeps me going. And I'm happy to be here with you, and we'll be back to wrap this box up in a part 5 soon. Hope you join us for that. Have a great day.